So welcome to part 2 of the video, and the agenda of this video is the KRAs, my KRAs actually as a marketing officer, the roles and responsibilities, the postings, the salary, the work pressure, the work culture, etc, etc. So I'd like to start with actually the people that have actually mailed me. Some people have recently mailed me, some have mailed me back 3 4 5 months. So to be honest with you, I had also been busy preparing for some other exams. Actually my specialization is dual, so I had been preparing for HR exams also. You must have seen that because in one of my video I mistakenly spoke about Stephen P. Robbins, and then people got to know that I'm preparing for HR as well, because my marketing specialization is dual. It's also HR. So yes, I was preparing initially, but now I am not. Right. So having said that, let's come to I'd speak the names of a few people that have actually mailed me and asked me a few questions. So there's Manisha, who is asked that she's worked in a private bank in sales, and she asked that is there any sales and target based like targets, and then actual work profile and work pressure, and is it marketing strategy and managerial work in this job. Then there's Kashnath Reddy, then there's Urvashi Kadare, who asked for guidance to prepare for pre and main. So Urvashi, I've already told that in the previous video, you can go through that. Then there's Vikash Prasad, who has been preparing, and this was back 4 to 5 months. So I hope, Vikash ji, that you must have done at least one chapter, because you're saying एक भी chapter cover नहीं हो रहा है. So I just hope that you must have been able to cover at least 2-3 chapters now. Anyway, so right, then there's somebody he only asks about the marks. He also asks about the channel. The channel I've already mentioned in the previous video, other search channel. I think I've also given his phone number in some previous video of mine. You can go through that as well. Then there's about masks ki 80-20 ka kya concept hai, that I'll also let you know. Interview material, what is the safe score preparation. Then there's Sonam Shukla and so many people, so on and so forth. So let's talk about first the KRAs. So see, like I've already mentioned, it depends bank to bank कि वो आपको किस तरीके के काम दे रही है, KRAs क्या दे रही है आपको बैंक, right? अब जैसे मैं अपने if I talk about my bank, and also will be trying to speak in English because there are also a few people जिनकी native is not Hindi. So yeah, so if I talk about my KRA, for example, so in my bank, the KRA of the profile of marketing officer is divided into, and I've also talked about this in some previous video. I just don't understand why people don't go through all these videos, because there was no need of this video. Having said that, let's still get into what I was saying. So there are 3 roles of marketing officers. The first one is asset, second one is liability, and third one is MSME. So MSME, as you already know, they're looking after the MSME part of the bank's MSME business. The asset part is of course the loans, right? So it may involve individual loans and corporate loans as well. And then the third part, which for example I have, is the liability part. The liability part of any business, it covers, or of the banks, it covers government business, which involves deposits and other schemes of government, and accounts, CASA, current accounts and savings account specifically. बाकी चीज़ें भी एडअप हो सकती है, जैसे म्यूचुअल फंड्स हो गए, थर्ड पार्टी हो गई, और इंश्योरेंसेज हो गया, राइट, क्रेडिट कार्ड्स हो गए, QRs, POS, right. So basically these things. So these things that I just mentioned are my KRA. They fall into my KRA. So I have to look after all these things, right? Also, I remember somebody asked me, where do you get leads from, right? Let me also answer a few questions. What is the culture? What are your daily visits? How many kilometers do you travel per day? About home posting, is PO better, SO better? Work-life balance. Last time you reached home at? Last time, what was the time you reached home at? Okay. Also, somebody said that there's a lot of negativity around this job. Yes, I wouldn't deny. And hectic sales job, targets and pressure. Then also somebody asked me, have I switched? I already answered that, no. Then do we stay out entire day? Is it good for women? Also somebody asked me, I don't remember the name. She asked that, is it good for women? I mean, we're not talking about gender roles here, but still. Right, so let's answer about all these. So I just told you about my role, my KRA. Now the aligning question to this is, who gives leads? Usually branches have to give the leads, right? Now what happens, that branch is the face of the bank, the branch head or the regional offices. Or so I was saying that usually branches have to give the leads, or zonal offices, or central offices at some points, because they have like bigger corporate tie-ups, or like they're actually the face of the bank, right? And then marketing officer goes there and sources those leads, right? But there's a catch to it. At some places you yourself go find out the leads, meet people, go to departments, go to I don't know, factories, industries, right? Corporate offices or whatever, and like try to tell your product and then sell your product and maybe get leads from there and convert them into proper business, right? So that's what I've been doing basically, so I'm telling you that. Right. After that, talking about the culture. So like I've said before, culture depends on bank to bank. देखो, bank का work life culture is, work life balance is not that like good, as you must be seeing nowadays on the internet as well. So work life balance of an officer, actually, let me tell you, is not good, clearly not good. But then again, it depends on your mentality, your mindset, how you are trying to like balance whatever you're doing, like your family and your priorities and like your professional priorities. Specifically, if I talk about this profile, I would rather say that there are a lot of perks. See, you have perks and cons. Everything has a perk and a con. You have equal number of perks and cons. Now it depends which one you prefer. So that's there. Field job, whenever you're in a field job, see, there are different types of perks, but then there are also cons, like to go outside in such heat, in such temperatures, whenever it's raining or it's cold or whatever. So it has different kind of challenges. But then again, you're going out, you can do your work also, right? You get your leads up, you just maybe open source business, you open accounts, number of accounts, and then you're good to go, maybe at some places again. So that depends on bank to bank, branch to branch, region to region, maybe state to state, right? Home postings, if I get to from here, see, usually marketing officer's role only comes into account where you have like metro city, where a business is possibility of business is there. So definitely you cannot be posted in rural areas, that's for sure. Maybe semi-urban areas, maybe, and then urban areas and metro cities, obviously, right? So home posting, again, that again depends on the bank you're in. Say you are in PNB or you're in UCO, you will get north postings because like it is a lead bank, or major chunk of like this banking system is in north. Again, maybe you're in other kinds of banks, let's say for example Union Bank, so it is a south based bank, so maybe you'll get like more postings there. So but then again, it depends on the policy again too, right? Daily visits, yes, you do have to do daily visits, but then like this, I would like to speak, I would like to tell that it depends again on the region, on the bank, and on the place of your posting, your heads, your branch heads, your zonal heads, right? Your regional heads. That the roles and responsibilities I've mentioned. Work pressure, yes. Like I just said, it is all about mindset. So if you take the pressure, there's always pressure. If you don't take it, there's no pressure. Now I know this is a very basic thing, but then you try to implement, and Manisha, this is for you. Like if you try to implement in your life, see, it's on you to take the pressure, right? And then again, it's on you to not take it. See, it's a government job. Nobody's gonna fire you like it happens in private banks. But एक वो दिल को मनाना होता है ना कि यार, am I like doing enough for what I'm being paid for? तो वो एक I think satisfaction होनी चाहिए कि yes, like I was able to do what I could to the best of my efforts, and yes, I'm getting paid for that as well. So it depends on you, right? Take the pressure and to justify your salary and your pressure as well. So that's there. Yes, talking about the targets, very important. See, being an officer in a bank, you will have targets. Timing की मैं बात करूँ तो like there's a timing to go into the bank, that is पौने 10, like 9:45 you have to reach the bank. There's no timing of coming back, as it must be famous on the internet as well. So that's there, right? And I was talking about targets. So targets का क्या है कि since the ministry is target focus for banks, so naturally like banks would also give this down, right? And down में कौन आते हैं? Majorly those people who are on field, right? So pilot projects are launched on them only. So they have to deal with that. So they have to like, they definitely get targets. Like for example, I have liability, so I get targets for accounts, number of accounts. There should be HNI accounts, there should be salary accounts, there should be premium accounts, there should be current accounts, this current account, that current account. So that's there, right? All right, now talking about, yes, this was important, the marks distribution. So whatever marks you get in, firstly only marks of mains are counted, right? Second, like pre marks are not counted. 80-20 ratio is there. So for example, you got say 40 marks in your mains, so 80%, right, 80%, 80th part of that marks would be counted, and then 20% of your interview marks, which are always out of 100, is counted, and then those would be combined, and out of 60 your total marks would be taken into account for your final selection. So that's there, right? Okay, now negativity, again I told you it's about the mindset, it's again about the place as well, it's about your leaders, right? It's, yes, very important, it's about also about the geography of that place. So for example, very obvious example, one is posted in Uttarakhand, or let's say Himachal, another one is posted in Nagpur or maybe Delhi, for example, and say I have to open salary accounts. Now you tell me which place there's a more probability, there's more propensity of account opening, good quality account opening, right? Obviously. So it depends on geography of the place that you're posted in, that would you be able to maybe ensure your target meeting or not. So negativity is overall about the banking jobs, not about just this role. But yes, at the end of the day, one should always consider that field professionals always have more pressure as compared to general bankers. Like that's what I have seen till now in my tenure of 4 years. But then also there are perks also, like I said, I cannot mention them openly on like internet, but there are a lot of perks of this job. Yes, talking about CIBIL, yes. So now what is the trend? IBPS and banking exams, they are considering before selection they'll be checking your CIBIL. Yes, you should not be basically a defaulter. If you're a defaulter, you'd not be selected. So that's there. That was the only thing about CIBIL. And then yeah, PO or SO. See, it's a personal choice. I would say it's a personal choice. See, the salary is almost equal, so there's no point in arguing which is better. But having said that, having a field job and having a stationary seat for your job, I think we understand which is better, like India ke perspective se. So that's there. And then yes, very important thing, that was about something that I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember now. But like if I talk about the perks of this job, see, first you clear the exam, you reach to a point where you get the appointment letter, and then there's for you to decide if you want to join or not. Then let's talk about the perks and cons. Before that, there's no point, right? So that's there. Yeah, so that was all about it. And since I've already told what all you need to do for the pre and the mains, so I think it's high time now that you should start studying. And like, if you're looking for a cue or you're looking for a video or like a guidance for this exam, this video should be it. Not because I've made it, but because, see, I consider you people as my siblings. Like, if I were to tell my smaller brother or sister of how to prepare for this exam, this would have been it, right? So I don't think, and I would recommend and advise you people, all of you, to not look for any other video material, anything now. This is it. Like, watch these 3-4 videos. I'm not endorsing it, I'm speaking it in the sense that you people are mine too. Like, I take your responsibility. I don't think I need to make another video for anything now, and I don't think that you need to see any other video regarding this subject, regarding this job. I've told you what to do in these 3 months and then in these 5 months to come, and I think you'd be able to make it through very easily if you do like follow all these steps. So yeah, I should not say that. If you have any other query, please put it in the comments below. But still, since I've like answered almost everything that was there from your people's side, and like that was all on my mind as well, Boosub, I've put it out there. But still, if anything is there, please do comment. So I'll see you until next time, maybe after the interview part. Yeah, and all the best for your preparations. Bye bye, take care.